Hello guys. I hope you all are doing well, and today's video is gonna be about the American mystery film, Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Let's get right into the video. During the coronavirus pandemic in May 2020, Miles Braun, the tycoon prime supporter of innovation organization Alpha, has a homicide secret game at his Glass Onion Manor on his confidential island in Greece. He welcomes 5 companions: Alpha head researcher Lionel Toussaint, Connecticut lead representative Claire DeBella, dubious style planner Bertie J., men's privileges decoration Duke Cody, and expelled Alpha fellow benefactor Cassandra Andy Brand. Well-known analyst Benoit Blanc is additionally welcomed, joining the gathering alongside Bertie's associate Steak and Duke's sweetheart, Bourbon. Miles questions Blanc's presence, however allows him to remain, expecting another visitor welcomed him as a joke. Blanc hears Steak defy Miles over a PR explanation he believes that Bertie should deliver and sees Duke watch Bourbon in bed with Miles. Before supper, Miles flaunts the Mona Lisa, which he acquired from the Louvre, and uncovers that the Glass Onion is controlled by Clear, a hydrogen-based elective fuel that Alpha will send off inescapably, in spite of Lionel's and Claire's security concerns. Blanc tackles Miles' homicide secret game right away, then secretly cautions a disappointed Miles that he is offering his visitors a certifiable chance to kill him. In fact, Andy stomps off after a contention while Miles and Blanc rejoin the visitors. At the point when Duke falls and bites the dust subsequent to drinking Miles' glass, the overreacting bunch suspects Andy. After the gathering finds Duke's gun is feeling the loss of, the power goes out, and everybody separates in disarray. Blanc tracks down Andy, however an inconspicuous attacker shoots her. Blanc assembles the remainder of the gathering and declares that he has settled Andy's homicide. A lengthy flashback shows that Andy passed on, probably by self-destruction, 7 days before the outing, and her twin sister Helen recruited Blanc to explore her demise. At Alpha, Andy had stopped Clear's improvement for being risky, so Miles had her taken out as president. This move was upheld by their companions lying themselves in court by affirming that Miles without any help portrayed out the arrangement for Alpha a long time back on a napkin. Andy later rediscovered the first napkin, which was composed by her, and messaged the gathering a photograph of the proof. With the napkin presently missing, Helen thinks that somebody in the gathering killed Andy and took the napkin to acquire favor with Miles. With Andy's passing yet to be exposed, Blanc had Helen act like Andy at Miles' party, assisting him with exploring. Helen assists Blanc with finding thought processes in Miles' companions to safeguard Miles from Andy. Lionel and Claire have marked their notorieties on Clear. Miles is monetarily protecting Bertie from the aftermath of utilizing sweatshops, and Duke has Bourbon allure Miles to allow Duke to join Alpha News. Helen additionally finds that every one of Miles' companions visited Andy's home the day she passed on. Helen looks through the visitors' rooms yet doesn't track down the napkin. At the point when Helen is shot, Andy's diary in her coat pocket stops the projectile, yet Blanc fakes her passing by splashing her shirt with some hot sauce so she can look through Miles' office. Blanc uncovers that Miles carried out the 2 homicides. Miles killed Andy in the wake of learning she had the napkin. However, Duke saw Miles' vehicle going out. At the point when insight about Andy's passing was at long last delivered web-based during the party, Duke understood that Miles was capable and endeavored to coerce him to get on Alpha News. This incited Miles to harm him, taking advantage of his pineapple sensitivity, and to grab Duke's gun, with which he fired Helen. Helen finds Andy's unique napkin in Miles' office and uncovers herself to the gathering. Nonetheless, Miles consumes the napkin, disposing of the proof against him. Helen asks Miles' companions to affirm against him. However, they deny. Blanc lets Helen know that he can't help without proof. In cathartic anger, Helen destroys Miles' glass sculptures, with Miles' friends joining in. Helen lights a bonfire and throws a shard of clear into it, igniting the hydrogen gas in the air vents as a byproduct of clear and creating an explosion that destroys the glass onion and the Mona Lisa. Realizing the painting's destruction will reveal that clear is dangerous and ruin Miles, the group decides to testify against him for his crimes. At the beach, Helen and Blanc watch the police boats arrive.